Have you ever had one of those days where it's perfectly planned out exactly what you're going to do, who you're going to speak to, and where you need to be at certain times throughout the entire day, all in your head or on a piece of paper or whatever? It's planned out, it's perfect. And then a couple of things get thrown in the works that you completely didn't expect, and you end up going off on a tangent for 1 or 2 hours, being fully submersed in something that you normally wouldn't get involved with, and then realizing that it's 6 p.m. and the day is gone. Well, this is vlog number 92, and that's exactly the day I've had today. So yeah, it's just coming up to 6 p.m. I didn't get up early today. I did not. Come on, fella. I did not even set an alarm. I needed to catch up on sleep more than anything, so I got up when I got up, which was at 7 o'clock. Not bad, not too bad at all, and proceeded to get ready for work straight away and be on my merry way to work. Then, so when I go down to the office, more often than not nowadays, I check traffic first, because the road down to my office, every now and then they like to spring up some roadworks and add traffic lights randomly that causes a lot of delays. So to avoid that, I checked, there was nothing, traffic was fine. I thought, okay, here we go, great. It's school holidays at the moment, so there shouldn't be any traffic anyway. I get precisely maybe 5 miles down the road, and I'm standing still in traffic. I double check Google Maps again. Lo and behold, exactly where I expected it to be. There was roadworks and there was a tailback of about 2.5 miles. Luckily, I was just coming up to a turn-off to go take the back lanes, and proceeded to carry on down there. The first mile or so, perfect, can't complain, no traffic, it is what it is. And then I get stuck behind one of those traffic management box truck van things. I'm fairly certain it's the team who had just put out these traffic lights. They were trying to circumnavigate them themselves. And the downside of these big like box truck Luton van type flatbed extra wide vans is that they don't really fit down the back lanes, especially when there is opposing traffic. So the next 3 or 4 miles was spent between stopping and going at 15 miles an hour. Yeah, needless to say, it took me quite a while to rejoin the main road, by which point it would have definitely been quicker to just wait in the traffic. So had it not been for this fucking van, everything would have been good. I would have just been able to carry on, beat the traffic by a few minutes and be on my merry way. But whatever. So luckily the rest of the way was open. Not much traffic except for a few people who were, for lack of a better description, asleep whilst driving. So I got to the office, I started doing what I needed to do, and maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or so into my super productive day, I get a phone call. It's the office phone, so not my mobile phone, the office phone. So it's someone has found the company number online, and they had a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Unexpected query. I'm not going to divulge what the query is, because the matter is somewhat private to the person, or client-patient confidentiality. Does that apply? Whatever. So they had a query, and it's something that I was a bit hesitant to deal with, but on the face of it, I mean, it's just a case of reselling something. So it's just that he didn't want someone to install, let's call it item X. He didn't want it installed. He wanted to do it himself. Whatever, it's fine. I deal with that kind of thing all the time. So that's all well and good. So I start to go and sort that out. And then the company from which I have to purchase said item or items have some sort of a monthly issue with their website. Don't know if it's a monthly issue or not, genuinely, but yeah, apparently you cannot pay for things. It's a website I've used before. Annoyingly, I try to go to checkout and it just tells me there are no payment methods available. Now normally this tells me, oh, you haven't registered the card, so you can't check out, which makes sense, but there is no option to register a card or add any payment methods yourself. So not quite sure what's going on there. Anyway, like I said, I spent a good couple of hours scratching my head around this, trying to research them, what's going on there, trying to contact support, and then just had to leave it with an email to them asking to sort it out and get back to me. So then back onto what I was doing. To say the least, it did kind of push back what I needed to do. There was one task that I didn't actually get around to doing. I started looking at it and then I realised what time it was, and I had to start getting packed up, and yeah, all in all, it was just a day that didn't go to plan because of, well, there was the traffic issue, and yeah, you know, just one of those days. In all fairness, there must be something in the air, because an acquaintance, a friend of mine who also runs his own company doing the same thing that I do, he's had no end of headaches and head scratching problems today, so much so that he had to vent a bit to me to sort of, you know, relay his disgust with certain bits of equipment. But, you know, we fight through, we make solutions, we make it work. It got there in the end, as far as I know anyway. As for me, I am one task behind today, and well, it seems I'm not going to be catching up with it tomorrow because I need to be going to London, and I don't know what the state of train strikes in that currently are. So looks like I might be driving there. And when I say London, I mean the very centre of London. Where I'm going is next door to Buckingham Palace. So yeah, very, very middle, the middle part, as middle as it can get almost, short of being inside the square mile. Yeah, so that's me venting a bit. That's all I'm going to say. I know I did say that yesterday that this video was going to be a bit more productive, maybe a bit more insightful or a bit more exciting. Quite frankly, that hasn't happened because, again, I was planning on doing this video much earlier today whilst I was doing other things. Why are you stopping? It's a green light. Jesus. People, wake up. Yeah, so I was actually planning on recording this video earlier in the day whilst I was still in the office, whilst doing other things, as in set up on the tripod and do it that way, but I also had a visitor, an unexpected visitor, so that it wasn't for long. It was only for 20 minutes, half an hour, but you know, it's still one of those things where you're quickly having to sort of drop everything you're doing, go into conversation mode, and then completely forget what it was you were doing before. And then I decided, well, I've lost the groove now, so I'm just going to go out and get some lunch. Got some lovely soft bread. Oh, still got some of it left. Got some meat, cheese and salad. Put it in the bread. Beautiful, can't beat it. Yeah. Needless to say, I'm on my way home now. And not going very fast. Not getting there very fast because this, again, I'm stuck behind a big box truck looking thing, except this one's possibly loaded with horses. It says horses on the back, so I can only imagine there is some sort of an animal with 4 legs in the back, as opposed to an animal with more or less fewer or more or fewer legs. Is it more or less or more? No, it's more or fewer. Yeah, because less means differently. Sorry, I am thinking out loud. I'm wasting your time because right now time means nothing to me. I cannot do anything about it. That's an interesting concept, isn't it? When you're doing something where you are inhibited by the idiots around you, oh, that's right. Time suddenly means nothing. If you cannot control the speed at which you move or the speed at which you do something, time it's just a 4-letter word, as they say. I can't make up any time by going faster. Sure as shit can't overtake because this car is slow and these lanes are not overtaking. They're not an overtaking road, if you know what I mean. So I just have to bide my time and deal with it. Not something the wife is all too happy about, but it is what it is. If I could, I would make the clock stand still whilst I'm travelling, because then time really wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter how long you take doing something or going somewhere then, because you know that you'll arrive when you leave. Oh, finally the van's turning off. Now I've just got the one fella left in front of me who decided to stop at a green light. Well, dead deer. Oh, that's a juicy one, isn't it? Although the head's missing, so no trophy. What else? Nothing much really. Like I said, I was hoping to do more and do this earlier today. I was really hoping to actually make something of this video and be more informative, be more exciting, but I'm afraid that is not the case for today, and I very much doubt that that will be the case for tomorrow, unless I get a bit of time to myself somewhere in silence, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. No promises though. So yeah, this has been video 91. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, because it's good for the YouTubes, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment down below. I really appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow.